Good evening, I'm Christy Casciano.
And I'm Rod Wood. And now, retired from the Common Council, Van Robinson won't have a say in transitioning Syracuse from the I-81 elevated highway to the community grid.
But when he did have a say, he was the first to suggest the dramatic idea. Nearly 20 years later, what was once called crazy is closer to reality. News Channel 9's Andrew Donovan sits down with a man who can be called the grandfather of the grid.
Can you picture it without 81?
Yes. Yes, I most certainly can.
It's not a new vision for Van Robinson. He pictured Syracuse without I-81 20 years ago when he first discussed the idea with Post-Standard columnist Sean Kirst.
I remember I told him that I wanted to see it torn down, and he looked at me like I was some kind of an idiot and should have been committed to Hutchins at the time.
Did others think that about your opinion, that you're crazy?
Quite a few. In fact, my wife did. She also said, "You're out of your mind." She said, "That thing will never go."
That was July 2001, 7 years before the state began studying the aging highway, and 18 years before its engineers finally recommended bringing the viaduct down.
In the last week, have you told anybody I told you so?
No. No, I did not. I didn't feel like rubbing it in.
First impressions last a lifetime, even for viaducts. Robinson remembers his drive on I-81 from the airport when he moved to Syracuse from New York City in 1968.
One half of the city was growing, and the other half was in ruins. And I had a distinct impression of Syracuse from that moment on.
An impression made worse when he learned how the city's 15th ward was knocked down when the highway went up.
So as far as you can see, including the hotel, all the way over to the university, this was home to thousands of people.
People he's still fighting for, even after his days as councilor.
Harm has been done to the city. It'll take decades before we'll ever see that rectified. I'm willing to wait that long. You know, the good guy upstairs lets me.
He's proven that his patience stands the test of time. In Syracuse, Andrew Donovan, News Channel 9.
If you have questions about the future of I-81, head to localsyr.com. We have the full 15,000-page report from the DOT posted for you there, along with all of our coverage since we broke this story last week.
New at